What's up, people? So, I was just watching something. I wanted to, I wanted to know, I'm looking at this race in New York City, the mayoral race. As somebody like, you have people like Andrew Cuomo running, like, the balls on some people that, like, you were governor of that state and completely disgraced because of the fact that, like, you killed like thousands and thousands of old people in them nursing homes. Like, the fact that you went ahead and did that after, like, you were told that that was going to be harmful to these people, and you still went ahead and did that anyway and made that decision, and then these people died. Like, I mean it like to laugh, but I'm just saying, like, these people died. That all could have been prevented. Every last little bit of it could have been prevented, and it wasn't. And now you're going back into the same exact areas, and now you want these same people to vote for you. Like, that takes balls. Like, huge balls. Just to try to do that, like, in the first place. Like, just to go ahead and do that is nuts to me. But he's doing it nonetheless. And then you got the dude Siwa. Like, I've been seeing that dude forever. His messaging's awesome. But dude, you're in New York City. No one gives a shit, bro. Like, no one. So I think it's just pretty much a lost cause. Like, it sucks when you could sit there and agree with somebody's, like, morals, like, be like, yeah, like, this dude's, like, you know what I mean? Like, I like what this guy stands for. But you just look like a douche. You know what I mean? Like, you see that dude walk around with, like, the red beret and shit. Like, he just looks funny. And then you're in New York City. So, like, people don't, they're just not for that, dude. Like, and it sucks, but they're not. And the fact that you have, like, Cuomo killed all these people, like, you were told you can't put COVID patients in nursing homes. Like, told this. You're like, fuck it, it'll be fine. Just do it. And, like, all these people died. And you're directly responsible for that. Like, directly responsible. And then you're going back to these same people, like, vote for me. Like, no, dude. That takes balls, man. Like, that dude got huge balls. I'll give him that. He doesn't seem like the, brightest bulb in the shed, but what are you gonna do? It's just like, and then the elephant in the room, you got a moron, some dummy, whatever his name is, like, dude, like, he's straight, like, socialist, communist. Like, it's not being derogatory, like, saying this about it. Like, this is what he is. Like, he's promoting this. It's not, you know what I mean? People are like, he's not a communist. That's what he's promoting. Listen to him. He'll tell you himself. So the fact that if the biggest major city, or definitely number one or number two, if it's not LA, like, population wise, you're gonna have a communist or a socialist, Marxist, whatever, run this city. Like, I see people that are saying, like, they want to see this happen. Like, they, like, oh, I want to see this. So, like, even, like, Republican candidates, like, saying, I want to see this, I want to see it fail, and then after it fails, then you have people that are going to be like, see, this is what happened. So no, that's not the way to go with this at all. Like, you don't want to put somebody in power just to say, I told you so. Like, see, I want to see them fail so I can say, oh, I told you so. Like, no, because there's people in that city that's lives are going to be affected by that. Like, you don't want to have a shit show like, oh, I just want it to be a shit show, so then we can, in the midterms, we could be like, well, see, this is what happened, and, you don't want this. Like, no. Like, people's lives are going to be affected by that. But on the other side of the coin, the people are wanting this in that city. So it's just like, dude, you got this guy flat out coming out saying, like, I don't believe in the rights of property, like property rights. He don't think people should own more than one home. So, and he wants to tax whiter areas. Like, the fact that you could just come out and openly say this and people are just like, yeah, like, white people are like, yay, like, that is beyond crazy to me. Like, completely beyond crazy. But this is what's happening. Like, clearly this is what's happening. And once he gets elected, because it's clear he's going to get elected, there's nobody standing in the way, and this happens in a major city, now it's either going to go one of two ways. It's either going to be massively successful, which I highly doubt, because nothing in history shows us that could be successful. Venezuela, Cuba, Russia, the USSR, like, every time somebody promotes like straight communism, it always winds up breaking down at some point. It's always the people should have the same as the owners and all that. This is just their idea of it, and it never works out that way. It always winds up that the people at the top have all the money and the rest of them are just like completely poor, and people starve and people die. That's what winds up happening. The fact that it would only be in a single major city in the United States, I don't see it getting as drastic as that. If it was the whole country, then, we're talking a different story. But this is just like a test run. But it's going to be a test run on the major city in the United States. And like I said, you have some Republicans saying that they want to see it happen so they can watch it fail. It's not the way to look at this, dude. For not buying Derek Walker. I agree with you, pal. Zealand. I am from Philadelphia. But anyway, I will. But like I was saying, this is going to be a test run in a major city in the United States. And I don't see it going to the point to where you're going to see people dying. That's not going to happen. The federal government would step in and things would get alleviated. But on the other hand, there's damage that could be done, like serious damage that could be done. And Trump only has 4 years. He's not going to be able to reverse everything. This dude could outlast Trump, like, politically. So I don't want to see basically the demise of a city all because people want to see, I want to see this guy fail. No. It's not the way to go, because there's good people in that city, regardless of how they vote. There's good people in that city that don't deserve the shit. Like, they just don't. And this is what they're going to get, and they're going to get force-fed it, and there's no way to go about, like, a different way. There's just not. The guy's at 50-something% right now. Even if the dude Siwa drops out, you still have, like, Cuomo's at like 20-something%. He's only got to go to about 30, and that's if everybody that was voting for Siwa votes for Cuomo. Most people will just stay the fuck home. Like, Like, all right, this dude's not running anymore. I'm not even going. What am I going to waste my time for? So this is pretty much a done deal. Like, it's going to happen. But it's like, do you want to see this happen to the perils of New York City, or do you not want to see it happen? Well, I got to stop saying not want to see it. It's going to happen. Like, but am I a Christian? Okay, I was raised Catholic, but I am not like an everyday church-going type person. No, I'm not. But I believe in Jesus Christ. I believe in God. Like, those are things that I believe in. I wouldn't say like I'm a practicing everyday Christian, but I do. These are my beliefs. Like, I am a Catholic. I'm not like an everyday church guy. I work a whole lot. Like, I'm 70 hours every week. Like, I go in now and I won't be leaving this office until 9 o'clock tonight. So, and that's 6 days a week. I'm not going to wake up on a Sunday morning and rush into church when it's the only day I have all week to sleep. Try it. Oh, I pray before bed. That's one thing that I do. I've done that since I was a kid, and it's just like, I guess it's just like creature of habit type thing, but I do pray before bed. But yeah, man, we're living in such a crazy time right now. Like, this is insane to me. Like, that I see these types of things happening. Like, I live in Philadelphia. It's a racially diverse city, like, mixed. I don't have issues with 99.9% of the people in the city. But now, like, you're starting to see, like, things are changing. Like, basically an area that was, like, full Italian, all Italian, real nice area, is now, like Little Mexico. There's corner, like, people, like, selling, like, a street corn on the corners, and I'm just watching, like, all this stuff happening, and there's just trash everywhere, like, just being thrown everywhere. And then you see, like, I don't know where some of you guys are from, but there was just that girl that was abducted, and they still didn't find her, and they finally locked up the guy, but he was let out on a $20,000 bail for kidnapping and abducting a previous woman. And Krasner's, like, which is our district attorney, very progressive district attorney, he was basically saying, like, oh, well, we need no cash bail and this wouldn't have happened. It's like, well, they have no cash bail in Chicago. They have no cash bail in New York. They have no cash. Okay, and you want to look like that? Like, you want to look like those cities? Those are the cities that are, like, the laughing stock of America right now. And he's like, well, they have a no cash bail system in those cities. And look at how it's going there. Yeah, like, shit. Like, no, we don't want that. But these are, like, the ideas that they try to, like, push. You know what I mean? Like, oh, well, this didn't work this one time. Dude, you're the one running the system. You're the district attorney. What are you talking about? Like, you guys are in power. It's ridiculous to me that you could have people that are like, look, we're in charge and it's not working. Like, okay, so do something and fix it. And the idea is, let's mimic where it's going even more downhill, and let's do that. Like, I don't understand this shit. And then you have people that just follow along with it and are like, yeah, like, let's do that. Like, how do you take a bad idea and show a bad idea to people and get everybody on board to the bad idea, like, why don't people look at things and go, no, like, that's not going to work? You know what I mean? Like, if you walked up to your front door and somebody said, hey, break the glass, reach in, and you can open the door from the inside instead of just grabbing the handle and turning the knob, what in your mind would make you say, yeah, that's a better idea, I'd rather do it that way than just turning the knob? You know what I mean? Like, and these are the type of things that, like, is happening. It's like, people will say something like that, like, you know, don't turn the doorknob, just smash the glass, reach through, and you can open it from the inside. And you got millions of people that are like, yeah, you know what I mean? I don't get, like, how this shit happens. Like, how do regular people not, like, you know, I'm not talking about huge lefties or, you know, people on the far right. I'm talking regular, everyday Americans like us, like regular people. How do they not look at some of this shit and go, all right, that's insane? No. And if the people that are saying they want to do those things are the people that you vote for because this is what you've always done, I'm sorry to tell you, you're a fucking idiot. Excuse my language, but you're an idiot. It's just, it is what it is. Like, I remember somebody saying a while ago, like, you can't be a Christian and be a Democrat. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. But I also would say you can't be a Christian and endorse Democrat policies. Like, that, I'm sorry, I might lose, like, people might not want to listen to me because I do not believe in anything that has to do with transgenderism. I'm sorry. It's a slap in the face of God, man. Like, and the fact that they make it okay for people to fucking give shit to kids, to children. Like, I watched a video, I don't know if any of you guys watch Officer Tatum, but I watched a video like last week and saw where this lady had 2 trans kids. She had 2 children, both of them are trans. One of them was 4. The other one was 8. 2 trans kids, 4 and 8. When I was 4 and 8, I don't even think I can get I don't even think I can get hard at that point. How can I say that I'm transgender? No. I was saying I was Batman at 4 and 8. You know what I mean? Like, so what, you're supposed to surgically implant fucking a cape on my back and let me run around and fight crime? Like, no. Like, just because a 4 and 8-year-old says that that's what they're doing, like, and then they're like, oh, okay, well, my 4-year-old son said that he wants to be a girl. Okay, let's give him hormones and stop him from being able to ever be fertile. Like, let's just cause complete infertility and destroy everything about, you know, him hitting puberty at the right time and just being a normal human being. Let's mess with all that. Let's fuck it. Like, he said he's a girl. He said he's a girl, so we're going to let him be a girl. Okay, how about you let him be a girl, but leave him alone? And see if he's still a girl when he's 18 and can make his own decisions. And if he is, and he wants to go chop shit off and do that, by all means, dude, go ahead. Go ahead. Not going to stop you. But the fact that you're not even allowed to vote, you're not allowed to get a tattoo. You can't get a tattoo because it's a bad, like, oh, you're going to make a decision that's going to be with you for life. And you can't make that decision under the age of 18. Okay, so you can't do that with a tattoo. But I could completely change my whole reproductive system and change my complete identity into a whole nother fucking gender. I could do that at 4 and 8. but I can't put a tattoo on my body. Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, as a Christian or as a conservative and I'm a registered independent, like registered. I was in the drywall finishers union for years, and it's Democrat, Democrat, Democrat. And I voted Democrat first couple of years there. And then 2016 hit. And I started listening to Trump, and I was like, this guy's actually like as crazy as everybody's like, he's the biggest liar. Like, he was just saying shit that no other politician said. And at the time, like, you're talking what, almost 10 years ago now, I was like just in my early 30s at the time. So I'm sitting there like, you know what? Like, it was just when politics started like becoming somewhat of a, like, don't get me wrong, like, I went and voted for Obama for change, you know what I mean? I just did what everybody else was doing. I'm be completely honest. Like, and I didn't pay attention to anything. And then after, like, later down the line, I was like, oh, this dude sucked. Like, as it was going on, but and then after the second term, like, I just didn't vote on the second term. And then when Trump came in and I started hearing like him saying like crazy shit, I was like, oh shit, like, it, you know what I mean? Like, caught my attention a little bit. But it made me start paying attention. So I started looking into things, and then I just started questioning everything. And I was like, I can't in good faith go and vote for this shit. Like, even though this is what I've been doing, I can't, like, myself be like, oh, okay, I'm just going to turn a blind eye to this stuff. Like, I understand that they want to, you know, allow kids to do, like, take hormones and stuff. And I understand that they want to do, like, I couldn't look at that and be like, oh, okay, like, you know, I don't mind that. But I don't agree with it, but I'm just not really going to pay attention to that, but I like what they're doing here. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. So after a little bit, I was like, you know what? I can't vote for that. Like, I can't. Like, just my beliefs as a person, I cannot see myself ever just being like, okay, I'm going to vote for this. And when I made that idea, like, when I had that thought in my head and said I'm just not going to do it, from that day forward, I felt like, okay, I'm going to change everything. I'm not going to be a registered Democrat. I'm just not. So I went and changed into a registered independent, because just because I liked a few things that Donald Trump was saying didn't mean that I was a Republican. You know what I mean? I can like a few things that I hear from a Democrat. Doesn't mean that I'm a Democrat. Like, so, but I started looking at the overall picture of everything, and I just didn't agree with where the Democrats were going. Like, the fact that, like, you have, like, white people, like, yeah, this is white people's fault. Like, I was just like, yeah, this, and they're like weak people. Like, as a man, I look at it like, I can't follow somebody that's like a weak person. Like, what would that make me looking at somebody that, like, can't do 10 push-ups or, you know, can't bench 135 pounds? And I'm absolutely nothing like that, right? But I'm supposed to look at this and go, yeah, these are the people that I want to follow. Like, they have no, like, alpha qualities, like, whatsoever. And you need that. I don't care what people talk toxic masculinity, and it's bullshit. You need leaders to be strong. You do. It's just, that's what you want. Like, if you're home and you're a woman and you have a partner, or you're married, you have a husband or a boyfriend, whatever, and they're in the house and a guy just, you know, breaks down your door and has absolutely, you know, no weapons. If that man would allow you to be attacked or would, in any sense, not fight, like actually put up a fight, that man is a coward, and that is not a man that you follow. And I do not see any single person in that whole entire party that I look at and I say, you know, this dude looks like he would put up a fight. This dude looks like he would be a protector to me. Like, and as a female, you can't feel comfortable having that. You know what I mean? Like, if you know that your husband's a wimp, like just a complete wimp, can you feel comfortable and like know that like I have a wimp as a husband? Like, and not saying like wimp as in like he can't fight. Like, there's people that can't fight. There's people that have never been in fights. That don't mean that they're a wimp. If you have courage, you're not a wimp. You know what I mean? Like, if you have like a firearm, are you willing to shoot? Would you shoot to protect your family? If you wouldn't, you're a wimp. And these people are wimps to me. Like, I see it. Like, you could tell those type of people. You know what I mean? Like, but yeah, like those people, you can't feel comfortable having those people as leaders. Like, you just can't. You need somebody who's going to make decisive decisions, not, you know, and trying to be inclusive. Fuck inclusive. Is this the best decision for the people? Like, I don't care if I needed somebody to protect me and the best person that I could find was a black male, I'm taking that black male, and that's going to be the person that's protecting me. If the person was a Tongan woman, that's going to be the one that's protecting me. You know what I mean? Like, I want the best person for the job. I don't give a shit about inclusivity, diversity. No. I would like the best person for the job to do the job, and that's just how it should be. And the fact that people aren't doing that, that shows right there that you're not a good leader. Because as a good leader, the main quality is putting people in position to prosper. You know what I mean? Like, the number one quality of a leader is putting people in a position to prosper. And by you saying we're not going to go off of merit, we're going to go off of, you know, diversity, or we need more, you know, Chinese females to make this a little more equal, and then we need more black males in this thing, and we need more, you know, transgender Indians in this. Like, no, it doesn't work like that. Is that transgender Indian the best person to fucking work for the job? No? Okay. See ya. Like, that's the way it should be. I don't give a shit what you are. You're the best person for this job. Are you the most qualified? No? Okay. Goodbye. That's just how it should be. And if it was like that, you're going to see, like, in a merit-based society, things are going to, like, gradually increase, because you're going to have people that's constantly trying to top the next person to be the best because they want to succeed. When you know, I don't need to be the best to get promoted. I don't need to do anything. I just have to have a little, you know, color to my skin or a pair of chesticles, and I'm good to go. No, that shouldn't be how a society's run. Like, and the fact that you have people that are, like, okay with that, if you don't have a merit-based society, it's bound to fail eventually. Maybe not right away, but without a merit-based society, there's nothing to strive for. There's nothing to strive for, because I can just keep getting better at my job and doing better things, black people have helped build this country. I didn't say they didn't. When did I say they didn't? Black people definitely helped build this country. But you know who else did too? White people, like white Europeans, Italians, Irish, fought in the wars. Yes, black people did fight for this country and bled in the wars. Absolutely. I didn't say they weren't. I'm just saying that regardless whether you're black or white, are you the best person to do the job? I don't give a shit. That's the difference, see? You're trying to point out, like, yeah, black people did this, and I didn't say they didn't do that. But just because you did, that doesn't mean that I need to fucking promote you to CEO of my company. You know what I mean? Like, that's my point. If you don't know shit about this business, or you don't know shit about this position, just because black people bled for the country and black people helped build the country, I'm not going to put you in that position. Like, that's my point. Without a merit-based system, if you're the best person for the job, right, and I put you in that position, and then eventually you're going to build up, right? Well, the next person that's coming up says, I have to be better than that person, or else they're going to keep that person in charge. Like, I have to be better than that. So you strive to be better. And by striving to be better, it's going to build up the society because people are striving for greatness. When you say, fuck all that, none of that matters. All I have to do is be a certain color or be a certain gender, and I have a chance. I don't need to work for it. It could make you, like, kind of stagnant. Like, I don't want to say lazy, because it doesn't mean that you're going to be lazy just because you're not striving to be better, but it'll make you complacent. It'll make you very complacent, and you'll just be okay with being okay. You know what I mean? Like, you'll just be, everybody will be okay being okay. And that's not going to lead to greatness. If Kobe Bryant would have been okay being okay, he wouldn't have been going to practice at 4:30 every morning and trying to get those extra hours in to be better than the next man. You know what I mean? Like I would watch things and people would be like, yeah, I would go train with Kobe, and he'd be in the lot at 4:30 in the morning with shades on, just trying to see who was going to get there and this and that. And they would be like, man, I ain't waking up until 4:30 to go practice. Like, we already have practice at 9. But then you start to see that that person that was doing that is the MVP of the league. That person that's doing that is winning championships. You know what I mean? So it showed that by working hard and striving for greatness, trying to be better, because Kobe used to look at Mike and say, okay, I want to be Jordan. I want to be better than Jordan. So he was striving for something. He didn't quite get there, but just the goal, the aspiration of trying to get there made him that great. You know what I mean? He might not have been Jordan, but on the way to trying to be Jordan, we got to see Kobe and the greatness of Kobe. You know what I mean? So it's like, that's what I'm saying. When you're striving for something, you have a goal to get to something, greatness will show, because you're pushing yourself. Like, I'm going to push myself to be better. If you don't need to and you're just okay being okay, this is like, it's just going to lead to mediocrity. It just is. And then everybody in society will be okay being okay. And it'll just be a simple, comfortable nothing. You know what I mean? Like, that's what it comes to. And in the end, there will be no greatness. And that's what I'm afraid of. So I'm saying, okay, that's exactly what I'm saying, John. Like, it didn't matter that Kobe was black. You know what I mean? It mattered that Kobe pushed himself and strived to be great. He lived in a merit-based... Can you name one black people that you know that got promoted just because they are black? Yes. Kamala Harris. Ketanji Brown Jackson. That's two. Like, Joe Biden said, I'm gonna make a black woman my vice president. And he picked Kamala Harris. He said it himself. That was what he was going to do. So, yeah, that's one. And also, like I said, he said he was going to hire a black woman for the Supreme Court, and he hired Ketanji Brown Jackson. So that's promoting somebody because they're black. Yep, I can. But what is the obsession with race? Like, I don't get this. Like, why does it have to be, oh, because they're black and this and that? Fuck being black. Fuck being white. Fuck being anything. Be a good person. Be a good person. That's it. Be a good person and strive to do good. And if you're promoted because of what you are doing, if you are showing that you actually deserve a promotion and you get promoted, good for you, dude. That's what you deserve. This is my point. It shouldn't have anything to do with whether you're black or not. Shouldn't have anything to do with whether you're white or not. Like, people are so obsessed with race for no reason. Like, as a white person, dude, I'm not thinking about black people. Ever. Like, never in life do I say, oh, I gotta try to hold a black person down, or I gotta, you know what I mean? Not like this person because they're black. No. I don't give a shit. If you're an asshole, I don't like you. I don't care if you're black. If you're black and you're an asshole, then you're just a black asshole. If you're black and you're cool, then you're cool and we're good. Like, it doesn't matter to me. There could be an asshole white person and a cool black person, and I'm going to go with the cool black person. Because the asshole white person is an asshole. Like, this is... It's not that hard, dude. Like, I don't get it. Like, it's like, oh, we got to demonize white people. Like, the white man's the cause of all my problems. Like, all right, here you go. I remember I was having a conversation with somebody, and this dude got convicted of a crime, right? And me and him were having a conversation about what happened, and he said he did like 9 years or something like that for an attempted murder. But he was telling me, he's like, yeah, you know, these crackers were holding me down and all this, and I was like, dude, like, just wondering, like, didn't you say that you had Roger King, like your district attorney? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, Roger King's black. At the time, John Street was our mayor in Philadelphia. He was a black man. The police chief was black. The district attorney was black. Everybody in his case, like the district attorney, the police chief, even the officer that locked him up was black. And he kept saying, it's the white man holding me down. So I didn't understand. I'm like, dude, there's not even a white person in your case. Like, at all. Like, not one. And it still was, that was just the feeling. That's not what you should do. Like, you can't just blame people for your mishaps. Like, if you fuck up, just say you fuck up. Like, yeah, I fucked up. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to say, oh, this person is the reason why. No. Person's not the reason why. Everybody's responsible for their own. But, alright, I'm at work. I will talk to you guys later. Have a good day. John, hope to hear from you again, man. Further the conversation. Have a good day, everybody.